Alright, so check this out. It's pretty fascinating. So up this hill, there's actually an old drainage portal. It's been filled in. It actually looks like a spring if you didn't see where they had kind of dug a trench to get to their vent shaft or drainage portal when the mine was actually in operation. But now it's just draining from way up on that hill back there. Just some crazy stuff. I mean, look at all that acid mine kind of drainage. There's actually some collection vessels up there, like somebody was thinking of trying to do like, you know, the iron oxide inks, or sorry, paints. So like dyes for paints. You can get really great earth colors. I mean, like, check this out. It's pretty nice kind of yellowish color. And yeah, look at this weird bacterial mat. Really fascinating. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing about up here in Gilpin County, is you'll see just, you know, beautiful stuff. But man, I mean, just look at that. Look at that acid mine. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I love tailings piles and I love mining history, but I mean, damn, it's just gnarly, you know? I mean, and this stuff could really be used for like a really high quality, you know, dyes for various earth tone paints. It's kind of weird up here, you know, there's like, some of it's like private property, some of it belongs to the Forest Service, so you never really know. This one's private property, but the Forest Service starts right where the spring is, where all this acid mine runoff is coming out of, so you never know who's responsible or who can own it. If it's the Forest Service, nobody's ever going to do anything about it. But if it's private property, you know, you could put up, you know, something cool like ink collection or dye collection. I swear that's what they were doing up there. I have like a video in the vertical format I'll add on to this as a second part 2. But really fascinating stuff. So this is kind of cool, or it's a little gnarly, but it's fascinating. So this is actually a drainage tunnel, the exit of a drainage tunnel for one of the gold mines up here, far up the hill. And I'm trying to get into it because it's really fascinating, because at first glance, you would think it's a spring, but by the fact that it's bright freaking orange, you know it's acid mine drainage. Oh geez, yeah, I'm gonna get sunk. Let's get to this log. Okay, so there it is. You can just see the huge volume of water coming off of this bright orange iron oxides. And like I said, you'd think it is a spring, but you actually look at it and you realize it's a drainage tunnel beyond just the orange coloration. But here's the fascinating part is, first of all, you know, how much grass and life is growing in this acid mine drainage. Surprising. And second of all, check this out. It's almost as if somebody was trying to do some kind of remediation project. Now, maybe somebody can help me out, but I think this might be somebody trying to collect the iron oxides for dye production for various earth tone paints, right? You know, these big buckets here, somebody built. You know, you could fill this up with the drainage, collect the orange, and then turn it into various dyes. But I mean, because this is not old, you know, people knew that you could do this over a decade ago. So it makes you think. The other issue on this piece of land is that it's kind of right on the border between the Forest Service land and private land. But yeah, I mean, somebody was doing something there. It doesn't really look like remediation. It almost looks like iron oxide collection. And you can kind of tell this was a drainage ditch too, or a drainage pipe too, because of the tailings over here. You know, there's a pretty large pile, but almost none of the tailings actually contain any gold, which definitely makes me think like old vent shaft or old transfer tunnel for ore. And then of course it just turned into drainage when the mine flooded after they stopped using it. But yeah, pretty fascinating stuff. I mean, there's my car, truck right there. And out here on the 4x4 trails, I mean, it's gorgeous. I love mining. I love mine history. But yeah, man, see that acid mine drainage and it just bums you out.